Greetings, divine beings. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I got on here this video. I never did a read like this before, but I'm going to do it this way because this is how I'm feeling led to do it. But I'm also feeling led to share with you all the downloads of some of the messages that I received about forgiving and forgetting and how this affects everyone in the universe as a whole, in your family life as a whole, you personally as a whole, your spirit side, your 3D person, who you are as a person, your characteristics, right? Your feelings, your emotions. Forgiveness means to release something. Forgiveness means to release someone, a thought, an emotion, an idea, a situation, a circumstance, something that may have happened and you need to release it. Why? Why should you forgive? Why should you release? Because stagnant energy brings stagnation. If the energy stays the same within you, most of the time when you think of forgiveness, you think about that somebody has wronged you in some way or another, right? Stagnant, if you're stagnant in the energy as to how, why, or what this person did towards you that you need to forgive, and you hold on to that energy and you don't forgive and you don't release, you begin to repeat karmic cycles. Why are they called karmic cycles? Karmics are like, I see karmics as unhealed, people who don't want to heal. All karmics are not evil. All karmics are not dangerous or wicked. You understand? They're just unhealed. They don't want to learn better. They don't want to do better. They don't want to grow. They don't want to know. They don't want to accept the truth. And they don't want to forgive. So you continuously attract that energy. Right? If somebody has wronged you, let's just say somebody stole your dog. Okay? Somebody stole your dog. And whoever that person is, you mad as fuck at them that they stole your dog. 2 years ago, you still mad today that they stole your dog. Did you get that dog back? Maybe not. Did you get another dog? Maybe. But are you still mad? Yes. Guess what's going to happen? If you got another dog, something else gonna happen to that dog, or somebody gonna steal from you again another way. It may not be your dog, it may be your cat, your pot, your pain, your money, your energy. This is why it's important to release it. Another thing it does, unforgiveness, and forget. If you forget. No, let me stick with forgiveness first, and then we'll spin the block back around and pick up on forget. I don't want to confuse y'all. I want to keep this simple as possible. So let's just stick with forgiveness, and then I'll go back and spin the block on forget. I'm getting hot, y'all. Blockages. Because you're holding on, we're talking about forgiveness, because you are holding on to some level of unforgiveness, or if you choose not to forgive and to release, if you choose not to, that same energy that you're holding on to, somebody stole your dog and you still mad. You're holding that space for that anger. That anger, that disappointment, that resentment, that ill feeling that you feel is always going to be sitting there taking up space. You know what it does? It contaminates your energetic field. What I mean by that, it contaminates your thoughts. You're going to be thinking from a place of anger, but not really identifying where it's coming from. It's coming from the same situation as somebody stole your dog. That's what your energy will tell you. Listen. That space that you're holding that anger in, it contaminates and pollutes. It's like you holding on to a bag of poop. it's eventually somebody gonna get sick. You can't sit there and just live in that. You understand what I'm saying? And be in that and stew in that. You can't sit there and live in that and be in that and stew in that. Another blockage that it creates a blockage because it's holding space. When if you forgive, you release and replace it with something positive. Okay? Dang, man, somebody steal my doggone dog. All right. You be mad for a little while. I'm not telling you not to feel and not to be human. Be mad for a little while. But if you forgive, you say, okay, and me sitting here being mad is not going to get my dog back, okay? So I'm either just going to go get a new dog or I'm going to just do without the dog. I'll get a rabbit or something else. You know what I'm saying? Get me a little bird, Replace it with something else that is positive, that is happy, that is high vibe for you, so you can cleanse and pollute your energy with something more positive. Karmic debts, unforgiveness, and karmic debts. And if y'all scroll on here, I've done lessons on forgiveness and unforgiveness already. Okay? Karmic debts. You owe a debt to the divine when you're in a place that you cannot receive. You create karmic debts for you. The Great Mother is always giving, right? The fruits grow, the trees grow, they shed their leaves, they come back again, the sun shines, and it also rains. You see, the Great Mother, the universe, the cosmos, they're always giving. You got night light and daylight. Sunshine and rain, joy and pain. You are required by the universe to keep a balance in your energy. So when they're giving to you, you are in a position to receive. What do you mean by giving? When they're giving you messages, when they're trying to guide you somewhere, when they're trying to enlighten you to something or someone or a situation, when you're holding on to unforgiveness, it blocks them from getting things to you, whether it be messages, whether it be finances, whether it be healing. It sets blockages all over. Why? Because what you're holding on to begins to come stagnant. Anything that's stagnant is standing still, and sitting still is either dead or dying, and it stinks. It pollutes your energy, your spirit field, your thoughts, your body. A lot, you know what? Now, I'm not no doctor or nothing, but I have survived cancer twice. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. Calettia. Anyhow, listen. What I've come to learn when it comes to cancer, that cancer, diabetes, what's the other one? Oh, it's another one. They show up quickly. No, you know what those come from? Holding on to things that don't belong there. And then they grow. It begins to grow like a seed. And before you know it, it has polluted areas in your body. And that don't just happen physically. It is also true spiritually. Forget. Let's talk about forgetting. If you call yourself forgiving somebody or something, a situation, a time, a circumstance, a place, whatever, if you call yourself, you forget that somebody stole your dog after you left it outside, what's going to happen when you get another dog? Huh? Somebody going to steal it again because you forgot what happened the last time. This is when the universe steps in again to remind you. Listen, I don't want to talk to nobody like this, but this how some of my guides and my ancestors talk to me. Okay? I'ma just use me. So y'all don't say I've been attacking y'all, because I'm not here to attack you, and you can't lie on my energy any fucking way. So anyhow, listen. This is how they get your attention. This is how it happens. You left the dog, even though it was in your yard. You let the dog out in the yard. You been in the house, or you went to the store and went and did what else. When you came back, the damn dog been gone. You will never get your dog back. Now you pissed because ain't nobody had no right on your property. You feel violated and they took something from you. Guess what? It's going to happen again if you continue to be angry. Let me tell you why. What you feel, what you give energy to, you attract. You're telling the divine, you're telling the universe, you're telling your guides that you want more of that because you like that. When the truth is, you don't like that feeling. Get rid of it. You don't like feeling violated, and that can go in so many ways. You don't like feeling violated. No one does. I ain't talking about y'all kinky ass people. Come on now. Stay on board. Anyhow, nobody likes feeling violated, taken advantage of, stolen from, manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes that feeling. So if you're going to hold on to that anger, you're holding on to that feeling, and you're telling the universe, I want more. Give me more. So they're going to keep sending people to steal your energy, to take your joy, take your rabbit, take your bread out the cabinet, take your energy, fuck with your thoughts. That's where energy manipulation comes in at. That's how come you're easily manipulated by other people, and spell work and hoodoo and voodoo would work on you. Because you have left a funky attachment to yourself that they are attached to, that shit grow in your body. Like a cancer, like a tumor, like an ulcer. It grows when you hold on to it. Because you're watering it when you drink your water. Somebody here needs to drink more water. So the universe is going to remind you, hey, you still ain't tired of getting stolen from? After they done send some more people that's not a punishment. The universe don't punish you, they give you what you ask for. Also, not only what you ask for, what you energetically align with, because that's how they communicate. Energetically. They don't talk the way we talk. They speak to you energetically. The divine, your ancestors, your guides, they speak to you spiritually and energetically. This is why you are not to forget. I don't know who even came up with that big ass lie, which was a trap for you to set yourself in, that you ought to forgive and forget. And you'll say, oh yeah, I forgive a person, but you know you're not gonna forget. You ain't supposed to forget. It was a lesson you learned. You're supposed to learn from that and release whatever attachment came with that. You already learned that lesson. Keep that in your mind. Not that feeling, not that energy, not the place, not the person. All right, they steal my dog. Guess what? My dog gonna tear up all their goddamn furniture. Okay? That dog gonna tear up all their furniture. That dog gonna cost them a lot of money. I paid $2,000 for my dog. And they done take my damn dog. It could cost them a lot of money. I hope that dog shit all over their place. So you gotta say and release it, but do be careful what you say. I'm using it as an example. Do be careful what you say, because your words are spells, and what you speak into the universe will return. That's just law. That's just the way the universe works. We done did the universal laws here. Come on, do the work. So I'm gonna do a quick reading for you all, and what I mean by I've never done a read like this before is because I took this deck and I separated them into karmic lessons and shadow work, divine guidance, and spiritual growth. Those are the only subjects here that we're talking about, because we're talking about forgiving and forgetting. If you forget, the universe will constantly remind you. This is how you set blockages for yourself, by not forgiving and forgetting. Don't forgive and forget. Please don't. Don't forget. Do forgive, but don't forget. Don't forget. That's the most dangerous thing you can do to yourself, is to forget. Try to remember as much as you could. And when you can't, ask them to remind you. They are going to show you the truth. That's one thing for sure. They're never going to lie to you. They're not going to pacify your feelings. Let's get a quick read. I hope that you all are well. Look, see? It'll lead to shame. You know why? Because you keep repeating the same cycle. You keep getting that person. You keep taking that person back. That person who you know done been with 50 different people, and everybody else in the whole low small community know that person done been with 50 different people the whole time they've been with you. Now you walking out there. You don't feel proud of yourself. You don't. Stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. How about you release that person? Forgive yourself. You be lying to yourself if you continue to flaunt around like everything is okay when everybody knows it's not. Forgive yourself. Release that person. Release that energy. Forgive yourself. Pick yourself back up. You can start feel better then because you're being honest with yourself. You're accepting the fact that you know you deserve better and you truly want better for yourself. Ain't about judging another person. They got issues too. Shit, we all do. Soul contracts. If you're not forgiving, you won't come into alignment with your destiny. You won't come into alignment with your soul contract, which is whatever that is you agreed to do before you return this lifetime. There are lessons for all of us to learn. That's why you are not to forget. I'm going to just get a couple more and I'm going to let y'all go. I got to go have lunch. And also, Scorpio and Libra read will come out today. I will put that out today. Look, you block. Don't you want this key? Don't you want this sacred key to divine guidance, to your destiny? Don't you want access to what's truly for you? Don't you want access to what was promised to you by the divine? Because when you sign your contract, that's a written agreement, right? So you have made an agreement with the divine, with your guides, with the cosmos, with the great mother. Okay, when I return to life this time, I'm going to do this, and this. And you know what they said? And we will do this, and this. Now the contract will be filled and upheld on both sides. On both sides. That don't have to be a man and a woman. That could be you and the divine. You and the cosmos. Whatever this contract is. You get the key to access what was promised to you. Look at this. I can't make this up. Trusting in the divine flow. Knowing that what's for you will always find you, but you must be in alignment with it. So please don't forget. Don't forget. See, because the cosmos is going to test you to see if you're ready. And I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. The divine is going to test you to see if you're ready. Are you still with the people pleasing and lying to yourself when you know you ain't happy, but you still doing these things to these people? Not healing the wounds from them people who took your $2,000 dog. So if you got this vase full of anger, how can something flow into that? How? It's already full of something that's unhealed. Karmics. That's what a karmic is. An unhealed person. They're not all evil people. There are people who need to do shadow work. We were all karmic, and some of us still are karmic. Right now. Everybody ain't healed. And we will always be healing. I'm 100% healed, but I'll always be healing. Because I ain't going to hold on to the wounds. Third party lessons, blocking soulmate connections. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Let's keep it 100. You won't be connected to the guide. You won't be connected to this wisdom. You won't be connected to this, what does this say? Shared dreams. People who are in like-minded energy with you. You won't hear the whispers of the angels. Not if you forget. No, because you're going to be continuously repeating cycles, creating more wounds and karmic debts for yourself. Sabotage mode, you're blocking yourself. I cannot make this up. I love and appreciate you all. Look what it says. Nothing's moving. And what? That's on purpose. Forgive y'all, but do not forget. Okay? Don't forget. I love and appreciate you all. Continue to alchemize. Forgive and alchemize the energy for your highest good. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this beautiful message with someone else today. Come back a little bit later if you're interested in the Libra and Scorpio read. It will go out today, okay? Love y'all. Bye.